right, guys, welcome back to another Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw. It is Monday, December 27th. Christmas came, Christmas went. I hope you had a good one. I was very blessed. Life is good. Did you have a good one?
I did.
Good. Glad to hear it. If you didn't know already, we are back with our buddy, Miss Claire. I always feel like I'm going to say your last name wrong, but I want to try it. Santinelli? Wait.
Yeah,
Santanilla? I knew that
You're
was
butchering it. No,
I'm trying. Say it for me.
Santayana.
Oh, wow. That was Claire Santayana. Yeah, I butchered that. I'm sorry. But I mean well. You know this. But she is the president of the Victoria Art League and a friend of ours and always comes on the show, and we're grateful to her for it. You got some stuff coming up here, the little Mardi Gras type stuff.
Yeah.
And it's going on in February, but tickets are on sale now. And so we want to get that information out there and make sure people can start getting ready for this. So let's just jump right into it and tell me all about it. No cheat sheets and nothing. You got to go all right here.
Well, it's a really fun. It's a fun event. Mardi Gras is really awesome. You can get tables. There's going to be food. We're going to have a silent auction, and a lot of the artists are going to donate art that will be available, and you'll get to have like an original piece of local art if you win that. So and
this, let's just rewind it back. This will be downtown at the Art League?
At
where's
the
this
Art
going to
League.
be? Okay. So, and that location is, I always forget the address. I'm terrible at that.
It's 905 South Bridge Street.
905 South Bridge Street. Great. So, Mardi Gras. Let's talk to food. Always good. You
Yes.
get me good loot. I mean, that's a good way to
I
really
want to say
end.
last time they had like a crawfish boil.
There you go. All right. Well, that kind of Mardi Gras, Mardi Gras. Yeah, that all goes. So, go back to the flyer. I know I had some good information on there. What else is happening at this deal, and why should they go get these tickets? Why is it such a cool thing?
Well, it's one of our biggest fundraisers of the year, so we would really appreciate your support, first of all. It's going to be fun. There's going to be games. I know there's going to be, like I said, good food, the auction. So if you want to see good art and play some fun games, and at the same time support the Art League, we would really appreciate you coming out.
And those, again, and I'll ask you to do this every time you come on, just in case we have new viewers or something like that. What is Victoria Art League, and what is the mission of it? What do you guys do, and why is it so important that they get out and support you guys on these things?
So Victoria Art League it's basically a place where the local artists can come and showcase their art. It's kind of a collective of the local artists. So our members are able to sell their art at the Art League. We try to do events that promote their art, and I think it just helps them be able to sell and get their name out there.
Yes, ma'am, and things, you guys have been working with the Main Street program, and shoot, just everybody's been working together, and it seems like, and through you guys and several other people, I've gotten to meet so many of these local artists, and I really just think it's cool how it's all starting to come together and all of that. And so, one more time, this is Friday, February 25th. Again, we'll probably have you back on a little bit closer, but we wanted to have you guys on this early to make sure you knew tickets were for sale and they could get them.
Yes.
Where do they go to get those tickets?
VictoriaArtLeague.org. That's where the tickets are available.
Gotcha.
And the event does start at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
And I think it's just going to be a really good time. We're not going to kick people out,
They're up all night?
It's a party. It's Mardi Gras.
Sounds like fun. And do they bring their beads, all that good stuff? Y'all going to have some beads? I feel like you got to have some beads.
I feel like there's going to be beads there.
Good. I think that's a good call. What am I forgetting? Anything?
I don't think so.
No, well, again, thank you for always coming on. Thank you for all the support and helping me meet other people and getting out there. And good job again to you and everybody involved with all the downtown. I like the collaboration stuff. I like everybody just coming together. People are probably sick of hearing me talk about it, but it's so neat. I living here all these years, I just don't feel like there's been a time when everybody is trying to work with each other like it is now. And that's just foreign to me but I feel like people are just rolling very quickly into it and adapting to it and liking it. And that's the coolest thing is that I feel like people's guards and barriers are starting to come down. And it's like, hey, let's all do this together.
And instead of like seeing each other as competition, small businesses, it's like we're a team,
Absolutely.
We all provide something a little different and unique for our society.
Yes, ma'am. So. High tide raises all ships, and so if we're all doing well together, we all profit. And so I think that's spectacular. I commend you on your hard work, and thanks for always helping us out on the show as well. Guys, go support them. Victoria Art League, Mardi Gras. Get your tickets now, and we'll probably have them back on. But don't wait; those things will go quick, and you don't want to be left out. So without anything else, let's take a word from our sponsor, and we will be right back.
Since 1932, Wallach & Volk has been closing mortgages and doing it the right way. The reason why the Volks opened up a bank at the height of the Great Depression was because the bank needed to be opened at the height of the Great Depression. And it was good for the community at that time. A lot of the banks were going under. In order to keep that community sound and stable, it was something that they did. I think that says something about who Wallach & Volk was 85 years ago. And the only way you get to continue to do it is if you consistently do it great. And we plan on doing this for another 85 years.
All right, guys, welcome back. We have got Miss Liz with us. She is our friend, our buddy from the Children's Discovery Museum over there. They do such a great job. They're always so kind to come back on the show. But they got some New Year's Eve stuff going on that we want to talk about and get to. So one more time, tell them who you are and tell them all about Children's Discovery Museum before we get to this.
Sure. I'm Liz Tice, the Executive Director of the Children's Discovery Museum. And we are a wonderful children's museum with lots of learning experiences. We do camps, educational programming, all kinds of fun stuff for your little kids.
Well, you guys do an exceptional job over there. One of my buddies always takes his beautiful daughter over there. She loves hanging out. It's awesome. And so you guys have a bash coming up here, a superhero bash.
Absolutely.
Sounds important, sounds big. Tell me all about it.
So Friday the 31st, New Year's Eve, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., we are going to do we'll be open and do our annual New Year's Eve Superhero Bash. This year, Whataburger's our sponsor, so you'll see lots of orange and white balloons. We'll do a big balloon drop right at noon instead of midnight, because kids should be in bed at midnight.
Can we win some Whataburger?
They will be there handing out stuff. Whata Guy will be there. I mean, Whataburger has recently joined us with a couple of sponsorships. They'll be doing a lot with us throughout the year, and we are just so thankful to have them on the board.
I don't think you could be upset to have Whataburger
No,
behind you. I'm
not
happy to be a
at
fan
all.
of them, so works out for me.
Yeah, you can
Works out
take
for me.
pictures with Whata Guy will be there. Like I said, we'll have some games, Whataburger themed games. We'll have crafts. All kinds of fun stuff.
And I cut you off on the ball drop. You said you're doing what at midnight, and the kids should be in bed, or I just talked right over you on that point?
At high noon.
High
At noon,
okay.
We're going to do a ball drop.
Got it.
Kind
Yeah,
of,
that
the
makes
grown-ups
sense.
get their ball drop at midnight. The kids can have it right at noon.
You can have the best of both worlds. Then.
We
You
do,
get that in for
yeah.
your kids, and get them to bed, and then the adults can do their thing.
Yeah.
Perfect. No, I like it. And what is coming? I know we're getting into a packed new year, and
Yes.
you guys have just finished a lot of activities. Anything that you can talk about right now coming up in the future and all that we can just kind of touch on and we'll get to in more depth
Sure.
later, but talk to me.
So starting in January, we're going to be rolling out our new homeschool program with Miss Claire. who,
Okay, yes, ma'am. Our
lovely
earlier
Miss
guest,
Claire,
yes.
exactly. She does a wonderful job with our homeschool kids. We also have our music therapists, Betsy and Molly, who will continue to do our Tiny Tunes class. We're going to continue our tot time at 11 a.m. weekdays. Just all kinds of fun programming.
Yes, ma'am. No, and again, it's you guys have always got things going on over there, and you just do a spectacular. Well, but it's good that I get to see, like I said, my buddy Mark. He takes his daughter over there all the time, and you guys keep getting and creating new things and new opportunities for them to go over and have fun, and it's a new adventure every time they go. And I think you guys had Santa over there recently.
We did.
And he took
It
some
was
pretty
wonderful.
He took some pretty cool pictures with Santa, and he made it look way cooler than I could. So they did a great job. For people that, hey, maybe I can't make it to the Superhero Bash or to these other events, but I still want to support what you guys are doing, and I think it's awesome what Children's Discovery is doing. How can they support you guys? How can they back your mission? How can they just let them know that they're there to support you?
Yeah, just come by. We are open Tuesdays through Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The first week of January, we are going to close down to do some maintenance on the museum, do some cleanup, but we'll be back open January 8th. Business as usual.
Got it.
It'll be fun. We also have a traveling exhibit hall full right now with an amazing exhibit about art called Framed, and that will be leaving us in January, mid-January. And then we're hoping to get another one all about Storyland and Storytime in March.
Cool.
So some new fun traveling exhibits as well.
Sounds like a ton of fun,
Yeah.
and of course would love to have you come back on to talk about it.
Absolutely.
Before I let us go, anything I'm forgetting or anything that we need to touch on that I just blew right past?
No, you covered it. We're excited. We're thankful. Come visit us. It's a lot of fun.
Well, I hope you don't get mad at me. I just want to, on a personal level, commend you a ton. I struggle sometimes with diet, exercise, all of these types of things. And, about a month ago or so, when you were on here last, we were talking about things and diet and all of that. Well, I continued to eat my ice cream and continued to do things after we talked, but You walked out and
I stopped.
and you stopped and you did it and you've been doing paleo, which is what we've
Yep.
done before, and it's spectacular. And how much have you lost, if you don't mind me asking?
About 30 pounds.
About 30
Yeah.
pounds. Well,
Yeah, it's been great.
congratulations.
Thanks.
Don't you just feel different? Like it's
Yeah.
to me the biggest thing about paleo was about 3 weeks into it. It was a light switch. It felt like where all of a sudden everything was better. My sleep was better. My energy levels were better.
Yeah.
Just across the board, I felt amazing. But it's a lot of discipline. It's a lot of
is.
work, and you get spectacular results.
Yep.
Your health is such a gift when you start taking it back.
Exactly.
But it's still a lot of work. And I know in Victoria, when there's not a million different clean places to eat, you know, I think you mentioned Paravita,
Yes.
you know, just saved your rear end because it gave you a
They're
place to go.
my favorite.
Yes, ma'am.
It's
And
amazing.
we enjoy them as well. And so I just, right at the end, and that way Stephen cut it out if you get mad at me, but
You're good.
I just wanted to congratulate you. That's,
Well, thank you.
That's a
I
big deal.
appreciate
And
that.
taking control of your health is something that
important.
It's important, but it's hard and it's
Yeah.
discipline and it's dedication and all of that. And so I just wanted to commend you on it, and I hope that it can be an inspiration to others that may be having the same struggle or you know, don't think you can do it. You can.
Can do hard
and the
things.
results are
Yeah.
pretty incredible. And
It
you know,
is.
you came walking in, I was like, who is that? Holy smokes, you know, and I was just
Thanks.
you earned that though. Like, so
I have.
good job.
I miss
I'm-
my chocolate
Yeah,
and I
oh,
miss my ice cream. I miss it all.
I'm 2 weeks
But
into that now, so because
can have it
I'm
one.
trying, and so I'm gonna cheat
Yeah. Well,
soon, but not.
Paravita has amazing desserts, and they're all clean: coconut flour,
There
coconut
you
sugar,
go.
monk fruit.
Ah,
It's amazing.
good stuff, good stuff. Well, congratulations, well done. I'm
Thanks.
very, very, very proud of you on that. It's inspiring. It will give me a little fuel to continue to eat clean because
Good deal.
30 pounds. Way
It's
to
a
go.
lot.
It's huge. Like,
Thanks.
it's a big deal. Somebody needs to load 30 pounds in a bag and put it on and walk around with it, and
Exactly.
you realize, you know, what you put your body under and the duress and stuff. And so, good job, well done. We're gonna come back with our last guest. You might know this guy. I know this guy. Kind of a fan of his, and he makes me look good sometimes, or at least I think he does.
He's a friend of the museum.
He's a friend of the museum
Brings
too.
Marcus, his
yeah.
lovely
This
family
guy's
all
pretty
the
cool.
time.
He's
We're
pretty
excited.
cool. So, yep. Let's go ahead and bring him on, and we'll let you see just how cool he is. Be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. The man needs no introduction. I'm gonna give it to him anyway. Steve-O Gonzalez, the guy's brilliant. He's the one that makes me look good on camera. He does all these editing, producing, directing, all the stuff to make Meet Victoria and Victoria events great, and a whole lot of other work. But that's not even your real job. That just happens to be all the stuff you're amazing at, and in addition to what you're also amazing at with your real job. But Journey Church, being the preacher over there, and it's good to have you in my circle because you help keep me in line and stuff. But you guys have some big things going on over there, and I wanted to use this opportunity, last episode of the year, to again tell you and Ethan thank you for all the hard work you guys put in. The show's a lot. 2 shows is a lot, and it's a whole lot when it's your side gig, and it's a whole lot when you know your first job is running a church and helping lead people in the ministry, and your second job is helping to keep me in line and do all this. But I just, you know, before we wrap this year and all that we've done, from the very first videos in my little conference room and all of that and everything that's going on, again, I just want to say thank you to you and to Ethan for all the hard work, man. And I'm a lot to deal with, and I'm all over the place. But you guys have been along for the ride, and I appreciate it, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And so I didn't mean to just talk on and on, but I'm very grateful for what we've been building, what we've accomplished, and what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And so thank you for the hard work. Ethan out there, thank you, brother. You did a good job. Now on that note, I'm going to shut up, and the floor is yours, man. Tell us, let's talk about Journey.
Yeah, no, I mean, appreciate that, of course. You know, we get so busy sometimes, we spend so much time together, yet we don't spend time, you know, because we're always doing stuff,
Always,
we're running, gunning,
yeah.
but just talking in between, you know, and catching up. So that's cool. No, and I appreciate it. But yeah, most people know me from Journey or just from all kinds of different things, right? Like I had all my TV station days and people I knew from all that, and then all the different churches and youth pastor work that we've done and ministry we've done, so a lot of people know me. You know, we'll always joke around about my name. You know, whether it's Steven or Steve or Steve-O, and it just gets complicated. But everyone just knows me as you know, that's that guy. But yeah, so you know, I just try to give people like an overview. Obviously, my wife and I, Tara, started Journey 4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago, and it's been exactly that. It's been a journey, right? Like we had our thoughts, and you can probably attest to this with your business and the things that you've done over the years, but you got your ideas and your thoughts of how you're going to do something and how it's going to go, and this is how it's going to work, and then you just learn along the way, and that's what we've done. And so I wanted to just kind of touch base with people, first of all, and remind everyone that we're here. We're downtown now. You know, this past, I would say 2 years has kind of been like, I think for everyone in all areas, whether it's their work or their family or just jobs or whatever, it's created a lot of opportunities for change and for reevaluation. And one of the things that we've seen in the church is people have reevaluated what is important to them, what is necessary for them. And I think it's been a God thing in showing us as the church and leaders in the church what matters to Him, right? Like, are you a church to accomplish a certain goal, to have people to come watch something, or are you doing the work, right? And I think God has shown, like, people aren't looking for religion, people aren't looking for programs, they're looking for something that's real. And they're looking for help, they're looking for ministry, they're looking for Jesus, whether they realize it or not. So one of the things is first, you know, if you don't know already, we're downtown now. We're downtown, I say downtown again, because when we started Journey, our first meetings were downtown in what used to be the Rosebud. Just because of Anthony, you know, mutual friend, we were just like, hey man, I need a place to meet and see who's going to show up and talk about some stuff. And he's like, take it. You can use whatever, however often you need. And so we started there and just have moved on to a few other places. And now we're back here downtown at 120 Main. And it's been cool because we've connected with a lot of people and all the stuff going on, not just downtown, but just in Victoria in general. And you've been talking a lot about the collaboration. And so we've been able to meet a lot of people and kind of connect with that. But I think it's just been a matter of, for us, like, what are we doing to truly be the church God wants us to be? Like, are we just come see us do our thing, or are we really being the body? And I've been seeing it much like, you know, we watch a lot of like UFC and fights and, you know, jiu-jitsu stuff. You know, you go out there and compete, you and I both done this, you know, you go out there and compete, that tournament, that's a match, 2 matches, 3 matches, but in order to do well in that, you've got to spend months training every day because it's that training that builds things up. And you can't say, well, I don't need to go train because that's not real. I'm going to show up in the competition. I'm going to show up on tournament time and really go fight. And that's not the case.
You think you're going to.
Yeah. And for me, it's like we are all fighting spiritual battles every single day of our lives. And being a part of a church community that's your training. It's not just come in because that's where you get your church and you get your guy. Like, that's where we come in and we train and we learn and we sharpen each other and we help each other. And then we go out into the world and we are the church. And then that's game time, right? Like, the church is that safe place. And then we go out into the world and it's game on. So I just want to say, first of all, like, in general, I really feel like God's doing things different. That, look, if the Bible talks about laying hands on those that are sick and seeing them recover, we should do that. Like, don't just say, yeah, I'll pray for you, I hope God heals you. Like, well, what's your role in that? Maybe we should be praying for people, right? Maybe we should realize the things that Jesus said He did and that we would do, we need to be doing now. And I just think that's kind of a wake-up call we've had. So that's kind of a long story of, like, I just feel God's moving and shifting things a lot, and it's almost like a rebuilding phase for the American church in general. And then there was like a specific thing we got going on. New Year's Eve is happening real soon, so we want to do something a little bit different with New Year's Eve. So, yeah, I guess I'll just keep going. So,
yeah,
you thought you could
what
talk.
are you gonna do?
You thought you could
this
talk.
Is nice,
but
man.
yeah,
I kind of enjoyed this. Go on. I'm gonna get comfortable and enjoy the show here.
So, you know, for New Year's Eve, I've always enjoyed going and hanging out with friends and just, you know, sitting around. And I'm like one of those people that likes to have something going on in the background. I don't like just, you know, so always to have a TV show or something going on. And I started thinking about it. I was like, well, who cares about like a ball dropping in New York or whatever? I'm not there. I don't know if there's gonna be people there. I don't care. You know, it's like, I would rather do something different. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and this year we decided to go ahead and do it. And so we are putting together a New Year's Eve show that will be streamed on Facebook, YouTube, probably Facebook and YouTube, for sure Facebook, but we'll probably get YouTube on there too on our Journey YouTube channel. And so we're gonna live stream, probably right here from the studio, a New Year's Eve show starting around 10 o'clock at night. Tara and I will be here, and we're gonna just go. We've been pre-producing some content, so we have like some worship songs. We're gonna get some like video testimonies, people kind of just talking about what God's been doing in their life this year, and then Tara and I will just kind of talk through some things, and then we'll kind of toss back and forth, like a lot like a New Year's show. But we'll be doing that, live streaming it here. That way we can feel like we're doing that as a community, right? And so our Journey family all over in different places, different houses will be watching and tuning in, and we'll be talking online and comments and stuff. Maybe praying for people, maybe take some prayer request calls or something like that. And then just kind of celebrating the end of a year and the beginning of a new year. And doing it with a much more God-focused, center around that. So yeah, that's just kind of, and then what's cool is like if you're not a part of Journey or you haven't been before, or you've been but it's been a while, like you can tune in too. Like you don't have to come, you can just tune in live and just kind of see what's going on.
Got it. No, man, I think it sounds awesome, and that's perfect for the people like me that I'm not gonna be out of my house on New Year's, but I hate the ball drop of New York, and it comes before. Like it sucks. Why do I want to watch that? Or I can watch the rebroadcast. It's lame. You will be on our TV at the house. Nice. We will be watching it. I will probably be sending in some comments and stuff. But no, I think that's good. And congratulations on the downtown location. It's cool to see you guys taking, a pandemic to kind of knock everybody on the rear end. And it's like, all right, we're back up. We're dusting ourselves off and we're moving forward. And I like the analogy of the training of it, because to use that same analogy, everybody always talks about what they're going to do in the competition. Right. Or if I'm knocking everybody out. No, you're not. No, you're not. You don't train. You don't show up on game day. You don't. It's just, that's why people practice. And I think that was a brilliant analogy and well spoken. Anything I'm forgetting that we need to talk about?
I don't think so, man. I just, it's kind of cool. We're wrapping this year up, and I'm excited about what we're going to do next year. We always talk about this is our side thing. We got a lot of different things going on, but I know for both of us too, it's also not necessarily a side thing in our hearts. It's something we spend a lot of time on, and I think we're just getting started. I'm excited about all the new stuff that we've got.
We do work this as much as our real jobs. Yeah. We say, but it's because of the passion side. It almost, in a way, even though it's work, it's a lot of work, I enjoy this, and I enjoy the time with you, and I'm very grateful for it. And again, we've come a long ways in a very short time, and I really feel like we're just getting started. I'm pumped for that. And so, brother, thank you for everything. Again, Ethan out there, thank you so much. I'm going to send it over to our buddy John Paul Ortiz now. Love Me Last. You've seen him all over town. He's playing well. He's got a new album out, Sorrow-Filled Skies. There we go. I got it right. He is on Facebook, Spotify. He's also got some shows coming up. New Year's Day, he will be at Froggy's Brunch from 11 to 2. And the upcoming Art Walk, he will be from 1 to 6 at Fasadi's. He's got new music coming out in 2022. Make sure you support him. Love Me Last. Play us out, brother.
Yesterday, it cut me in two. The days I remember, but forgotten by you. Yet my foolish heart, it seemed to let go of these feelings inside that I want you to know. Broke my heart in broke my heart in two. Still I wait on you, and I don't know what to do, so I still wait for you. Yet still I wait on you, 'cause you broke my heart in two. Still I wait on you, and I don't know what to do, so I still wait for you. Still away from you.
Thanks so much for tuning in to Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw. Make sure you comment down below, like the post, share the post. It really helps the algorithms. If you haven't done so already, make sure you follow our page. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any episodes. And if you have an event coming on you want featured on Victoria Events, shoot us a message. We'd love to help you get the word out there. Lastly, make sure you support our sponsors. We could not do this show without them, so we're very grateful. Thanks so much, Victoria, and we'll see you at the next one.